Recent history is explored in Vietnam, the 10,000-day war a little later, and prior to that, another chance to see one of the best of Central weekend. After the break, though, it's the headlines.
A bottle of vintage French wine. A loaf of freshly baked bread. A tangy cheese, the finest in Europe. All that is needed now is a good film. Le Continental. What better company? Thursdays on Central.
And we'll be going on the Continental beat on Thursday night at 1:40 a.m. with Police Precinct.
If you use a cream to clean your bath, you know that what they leave behind can have you going round in circles, rinsing and rinsing again. But now, there's new Flash Cream. Look, we cleaned one half with an ordinary cream, the other with Flash. Rinse them down and they look the same, until you see what's left behind. New Flash Cream rinses more easily and wipes out dirt in a flash.
Getting one of these wonderful Vichy skincare kits couldn't be easier. Just pop along to your Vichy chemist and you get moisturizer, cleanser, body milk, and 5 other samples, absolutely free. But just you try keeping them. Mother?
The free Vichy skincare kit. Hurry while stocks last.
Hello there. This Venus flytrap is one of nature's only meat-eating plants. Let's see what she thinks of a few snacks, shall we? Not smitten with the beef flavor, nor the bacon flavor once. And now, Pepperami, the succulent, chewy snack made from 100% real meat. Well, Venus clearly prefers the tangy taste of pepperami. Well, it is only a snack. Get your teeth into a pepperami.
John washes every day with a fancy soap.
Rick uses Biactol.
John's soap smells nice.
Rick's Biactol helps unclog pores and kills bacteria.
John's spots are a problem.
Rick's aren't.
John doesn't like being spotted.
Neither does Rick. Biactol for fewer spots. It's better than soap and water, John.
Hi there, like to introduce more ways to eat your Cadbury's cream eggs on Tum Tums Abraham Lincoln. Don't get in a mess, Prez. Julius Caesar on saxophone. You're making me drool, Jewel. Cadbury's cream eggs. How do you eat yours?
Thursday at 9 on Central.
Police! Freeze! Police!
In the heat of the night, mistakes can happen.
Oh, good Lord, it's a girl, Virgil. She drew on me. Saying gun. If I were in your shoes, I'd have to assume that my chief of detectives lost his nerve and just blew away some poor kid who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Virgil wrong? In the heat of the night, Thursday on Central.
It's very nearly 14 minutes past 2 on Central, and time now for the latest headlines.
Iranian chargé d'affaires Mr. Basti flew out of London last night, warning Britain that its stance on the Salman Rushdie affair would have disastrous consequences for the whole world. Mr. Basti left London for home, unrepentant about the Ayatollah's death threat to Salman Rushdie. Iran is set to break all diplomatic relations with Britain next week if Britain fails to change its attitude to Iran's call for the murder of the British author.
If Iran now wants to break relations with us, well, that is her concern. What remains of importance to us is that she should repudiate the illegal and, as Mr. President Mitterrand said, wicked threats to one of our citizens.
Airlines around the world may have to spend hundreds of millions of pounds on repairs to old aircraft. America's Air Transport Association wants worn-out parts replaced before they become bad enough to cause an accident. The report was commissioned after the cabin roof of a Boeing 737 was blown off last year. If the recommendations are carried out, 1,300 aircraft will have to be checked, costing about £460 million.
We estimate that it will approximate some $600,000 per aircraft. With more than 1,300 eligible Boeing 727, 737, and 747 aircraft in the airline fleet, that would bring the total cost of the industry in the neighborhood of $800 million.
In America, President Bush has launched a last-minute personal bid to secure the nomination of John Tower as his defense secretary. Mr. Tower has been accused of drinking and womanizing. The president reaffirmed his support by appearing with Mr. Tower at his side on the eve of the crucial Senate debate on his nomination.
And I haven't heard one single voice challenge this man's knowledge, his ability. I will continue to fight for this man that I believe in.
A convicted drugs dealer has been stripped of his fortune of more than £1.5 million. Ronald French, a London car dealer, was jailed for 8.5 years for importing cannabis. He spent £500,000 on a luxury house in Spain. Police called in a computer expert to crack secret codes kept at his South London home. We'll have more bulletins throughout the night. Join us then.
We would like to point out that the following programme, The Best of Central Weekend, is not a live show, and viewers are asked not to respond to any telephone numbers repeated from earlier shows.
Welcome to Central Weekend, live from Birmingham. Now, do you remember Jackie Pallow? For 20 years, he dominated the professional wrestling scene. Well, tonight, he comes out of retirement, and for the first time in his life, he meets a woman in the ring, the Black Widow.
In the red corner, the man you love to hate, Jackie Pallow.